Well, good afternoon, friends. Ted here. Welcome to my porch. My deck. Okay. I'm not sure the proper designation, but I'll call it a deck because this section of it's 35 feet long. But today, time for a coffee. I haven't had one since this morning. And I've mentioned a number of times that I used a Sawyer water filter in my travels when I went to Ontario. I don't believe I shared with you what I was using, so I thought I'd do that. And I'll also show my alternate method of water purification that I carry. I haven't used yet, haven't had to. So let's commence, shall I? Let me put the stove together. I'm using Old Faithful. Probably before September we'll get it used up. I've got it marked at 214 grams remaining. So, oh well. And I'm doing things a little crudely maybe. I don't think we even need. This is a folding out base for the canister, but I don't think that's going to be necessary today. And I do know that it is necessary to turn off the valve. And yeah, this little stove has been my go-to for the last while. And it's a jet boil, Mighty Mo. And I'm not even getting it starting to screw on there, right? I really must need that coffee badly. Okay. And why I like this and chose this jet boil is because it's got a regulator on it and works well. The fold-out pot supports are continue to be good. It's also a test, making sure my mug fits. And yes, we can get it with that. Now I turn the stove. So you can see a little bit. I turn it so the valve is about in this position here, sticking out so it's easy for my right hand. I'm going to unscrew the cap. Now, get on top there, little buddy. Yes, it doesn't have relatively noisy. We'll let that go. And hopefully this setup is working better. Anyway, while that's heating up, I mentioned Sawyer. Now, I picked my brother's brains. He's my little brother, we'll call him, because he's the youngest of the family. And he uses a Sawyer. He didn't say if it was a squeeze or a mini. I went and resorted this is what I carried, and one of my first things I did when I checked into a motel in the evening, I filtered water. Okay, it's got the 1 liter squeeze water system with instructions, 32 ounce. So needless to say, it will not fill 2 of these, because these are, come on, give me the ounces, it's 700 mils. Anyway, so it's a little over half, it's almost 3/4 of a liter. The filter I used is this one. Okay, bring it up for you. It's a Sawyer Micro. When my brother had bought his, it wasn't on the market. I like this one, and it's the same fittings on it as a Sawyer Squeeze. So you can see, I'm hoping there that it'll show up for you okay, with the nozzle here, okay? And so the cap, which I don't particularly like because you have to take off the protective cap and lift, and you possibly heard it click. And I'm going to turn off the boiling water. Okay, to close, and I don't like that because you got to put your fingers on the mouthpiece. I put it back like that, and that snaps it closed. Okay, so that's what I use. Now, this did not fit in the sinks of the washrooms in the motels. It just doesn't. No problem, okay? Turn the bathtub on and have it coming out the faucet. Fills up real quick. Now, I've seen people put their mouth over it and blow it. I don't like that because I prefer to do something like this. My hand, and I used to wash my hands in first, okay? Like this. That's the way I learned, by watching one of you dear folks on your video. So that's what I did. Now this cap just keeps it clean. When the bottle here dies, I'm going to transfer this cap to here. Matter of fact, I may just do that right now. I'll trade them around because and there it is up snug. Now you just open it. You're not touching anything that your mouth is going to be on, and I like that better. Snap the cap on. This with the cap on does seal, okay? Now I'm using this in the house mostly, and in the car, so that's fine. So that's what I use, and they call it the micro squeeze. I'll turn it so should be about there. You can read it, okay? And it is a 0.1 micron absolute hollow fiber membrane, and it's made in the good old US of A. Alright, so this bag, I found definitely, as some others had commented, don't squeeze it too much, just roll it up. And rolling it, it did well. I did not have the nozzle touching the bottle, okay? So I was shooting so that if there was a dribble from my seal, it was taken care of. Now, also in the kit, syringe, straw, and another gasket, okay? And the coupler, so you could hook the bottle directly to the outlet of the filter and do it that way. Okay, so this, we keep him. Now what I did when I came back from my trip and when I finished using it is I sanitized everything as per the instructions, because that way now it's ready for next time, and we'll set that aside. Meanwhile, move quickly because, yeah, I didn't bring a glove and I didn't bring a pot. I figured I had to try out this mug on there and see if it would work. Now today I'm using my favorite so far of the instant coffees. Nescafe Sweet and Creamy French Vanilla. Okay, so you can see the label. Now, expires March next year. We know that the expiry date doesn't always mean a whole lot. Thank you so much for being with me, and this little get together, give you an idea of what I use to filter my water in the motel. I haven't been anywhere where I needed to get water from a water source like a river, lake, stream, or unknown water source of unknown origins. But I used it because I wanted the coffee to always taste the same and taste well, and that it did. Now it's time. Have a cup. Since it's cooled off out here, it's only about 20-21 degrees, I can do that. Take care, and we'll talk to you next time. And if you would, please don't forget, subscribe if you haven't, and when you do, hit the bell and mark for all, and then by all means share. If you have comments, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to learn how to make my videos in a better quality, learn how to edit them better. Long way to go there, and I appreciate it. Appreciate every one of you. Have yourself a good day. Ted's clear.